Well, take this structure for instance. This is really dark on the inside because it's all in the shade, and then you've got really bright sky contrasting on the outside. So I'll take several exposures, especially when shooting digital. I'll take several exposures to make sure that I cover the breadth of that dynamic range of light and dark. So I'll take a shot that exposes the dark interior properly, and I'll take another shot without moving the camera with a different exposure for the sky and the surrounding bright areas. And then you can merge the two. Now when this was done with film, you actually, well, you still could merge the plates, but the dynamic range of film was so broad that you would do your exposure for the shadow area, and it would actually, the film was sensitive enough that it could actually pick up all the detail in the dark and in the light, and then you're playing around with the image in the dark room. So you'd burn in some of those highlight areas, pull back some of the dark areas. Film had a lot more latitude as far as the difference between highlight and shadow. Digital doesn't quite have that kind of latitude, so in order to capture that whole dynamic range, you have to do multiple exposures and stack them and layer them together. I'm going to show you guys the what I mean with those multiple exposures. So this, I mean, it may be a little bright out here just looking at the LCD, but just as an example. Normal exposure, a little bit under and a little bit over. That way you get enough of the detail to be able to render one complete shot. And that's what I'm doing. Some of these exposures can be 30 seconds. When it gets darker, they can be longer than that. I've had cameras where my exposures were, oh gosh, several minutes. A lot of architecture shots. Just whatever the situation requires. I better get back to work before I get yelled at.